Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've come up to Parkhead. We're going to walk along the cliff all the way to Bedruthan Steps.
Turning can be quite hard to spot for this walk, so you go past the National Trust car park at Bedruthan, and it says National Trust Parkhead. Tiny little lane, you can park up here. There's an honesty box provided by the National Trust, and it's a big parking area.
We're going to walk along the cliff all the way to Bedruthan Steps. There's some beautiful, beautiful blue skies today, so we should be able to give you some fantastic views from the cliff.
It's early November, it's a bit cold today, but it's a lovely clear crisp day,
Yeah.
So we should have some really nice views. Bedruthan Steps is beautiful.
They use Bedruthan Steps quite often as a backdrop in Poldark, and we sometimes struggle to figure out if they've changed the foreground quite a bit because it just doesn't marry up in our minds. They have a lovely green pasture that they're riding across with Bedruthan Steps in the background, so I sometimes wonder if it's a bit CGI. Our first walk instruction: walk up the lane, for the time being ignoring the footpath left which leads to Pentyre Steps and Parkhead. Shortly before Pentyre Farm, follow the coastal path sign right across a step stile next to a farm gate. At the end of the garden wall, bear diagonally left across a field past a further stile adjacent to a gate. Follow the valley path to the sea at Porthmear. In the wetter areas, the route uses boardwalks to provide safe passage.
Like this one.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? Hear the wind in the rushes.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Look at them, aren't they gorgeous? What on earth? Why is there a ship here? Oh, where? Somebody's actually come down and built this down here.
It's a sculpture, isn't it?
Look!
There's animals all over it.
Look through the gap. That's inside on a tree stump.
Oh my god, look!
I don't like that one.
That's too realistic.
Yeah, it's got beady eyes on him and everything. I don't like
frogs.
it. Yeah.
What else? We've got a butterfly. What an unexpected surprise. Someone's put a lot of time and effort into that, haven't they? It's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's really effective, isn't
Makes
it?
you smile.
This is Porthmear Beach. It's a fantastic beach. Loads of rock pools. And if you bring a bit of bait and a crabbing bucket and a net, you're bound to catch some crabs. We used to bring the children up here at least once a year. Had a fantastic day. Our next walk instruction says follow the coastal path to the left of the cove, passing the National Trust sign for Parkhead. It's looking really dramatic today, isn't it? It's quite windy.
Yeah, I'm not going in for a dip today.
Oh, why not? Chicken!
Yeah, back. Path bears round a series of coves and where the cliffside is weakened.
All along this walk you see bits where the cliff is just threatening to fall into the sea. I guess this is what the walkbook means by bits of cliff that have weakened. The coastline is quite dramatic with lots of crevices, presumably the collapsed sea caves.
After passing a short piece of stone wall, the path forks. Keep right and head towards a small stone memorial in commemoration of the person who donated the property to the National Trust.
As you come up onto Parkhead, start to glimpse the coast. I guess that's down at St Ives. The actual strip of headland that we're walking on is really quite narrow here. It's just from there to there. The view from Parkhead in the distance is St Ives and Trencrom, and then Carbis Bay comes in. The next hill, that's Cambrai, and you gradually come up the coast past Perranporth. Hey-ho! There they are, there's Bedruthan Steps. Probably not so dramatic from here, but we're hoping to go down on the beach and look up from the beach towards them. We're just trying to figure out how they film it in Poldark.
Well, you don't see the bus on the road.
No.
You don't see the houses.
No.
And you don't see the wind farm.
No.
You don't see the plane coming into land at St Morgan.
No.
But apart from that, it's exactly the same.
Just a little bit of sun glancing onto the Bedruthan Steps, starting to be able to see them a bit better now. Wow, the land is just falling away here. It's so much lower, it's about 20 foot lower here. What's that?
Was this caused by the 1842 famous Cornish earthquake?
When did that happen? 1842?
Yeah. 20 to 7 in the evening.
We're straying from the walk instructions just a little bit. We're going to follow the coastal path and hopefully get some really good shots of Bedruthan Steps. Just waiting for some sun to fall on them, really. There's a little path there on the cliff edge. It'll take you down to the first beach, you see. Some lovely, lovely rock formations, and there's actually some caves. See right through them and see the sea coming in.
Fantastic light today, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the waves just gently rolling in. Really, really beautiful.
He's agreeing with you. It's a good boy. Bear right following the coastal path. You will soon reach a kissing gate indicating a path back to the car park. Ignore this and walk to a further kissing gate and around the sandy cove of Porthmear Steps, continuing to obtain excellent close-up views of Bedruthan Steps.
Beautiful, beautiful clouds today. So we come down towards the sea. The light playing on the waves. Looks fantastic. We are pretty close to the edge walking along the path here. I guess over the years it's just eroded away. So you can just make out the little staircase that goes down to the beach. The stairs are very steep and we're going to give it a go today because we've got a nice little bit of beach there where you can go and have a little wander. So there's the little steps that you take down to the beach, but I'm suspicious. I think they might be shut. Nobody's using them, there's nobody on the beach, and there are quite a few cars up by the cafe, so I think we might be disappointed. A little viewing platform for you. I'm going up the coastline. So the National Trust have shut the gate today. It says, do not attempt to reach the beach when the staircase is closed. 120 steps depending on the sand height. The staircase to the beach is now closed for the winter, not opening until mid-February 2017. Oh, what a shame. I love going down these stairs. Husband doesn't, he gets vertigo and he hates it, but I think he's quite relieved. So that's looking back up the coastal path to the north. Just trying to figure out where this photograph was taken.
Pasty. Nice.
Is it pasty?
Wow.
Could eat a pasty.
If I was there, it'd be a pasty.
Beautiful.
At this spot now.
So we're going to follow the lovely laid out path. They've done a superb job laying the path out. It's like this all the way now up to the cafe. Last view of Bedruthan Steps before we head back towards the cafe.
It's looking a bit shut.
It's looking very shut.
I don't think I'm going to get my cup of tea.
No coffee. I think Bedruthan Steps is shut for the winter. We'll return in spring. The final instructions read like this. As much of the remainder of this walk is now by road, you may want to turn around and retrace your steps back to Porthmear Steps. At the kissing gate, you can reach your car, the one that we passed earlier and pointed out. Bear left on a track and head up the main road. Turn left and follow the road back to the entrance to Parkhead and Porthmear Farm, returning to your car. The walk today comes from my favourite book, Classic Walks Cornwall, 60 Circular Routes. It's number 37, Parkhead and the Bedruthan Steps. They reckon it's 3 miles, takes 2 hours. So you park at Parkhead car park, not so easy to find. There's the second part of our walk instructions and a quick look at the map. Started up here near Porthmear Farm, went down to the beach at Porthmear, out to Parkhead. That was fantastic with the views back then towards Bedruthan Steps. That big island is called Diggory's Island at Porthmear Steps. Unfortunately it was shut today, you couldn't get down onto the beach. And we did as the walk instructions said, we retraced our steps along the road. Quite a long road bit, about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. But it does suggest that you can go back to here. And there is a little sort of like a kissing gate at this point and you just come across fields here. I enjoyed our walk around Bedruthan Steps. There's always fantastic views from the cliff. The parking has been easy and the walk instructions worked, didn't they? I didn't enjoy the road coming back so much, but it does give the option to come back via the cliffs. What do you think?
Yeah, so it's winter time at the moment. There wasn't much traffic on the road, but the vehicles can come along here a little bit quick, so you might just want to come back along the coast and give a little bit more time for the walk. Can have a nice cup of tea at the National Trust's property. If it's open, and then come back along the coast. Really nice walk, beautiful views, very tranquil.
7 out of 10 with the road?
7 out of 10.
8 out of 10 if you come back via the cliffs though.